Okay, so we're here with Dustin, and we're talking about Ghostbusters on Wii and PlayStation 2 from Red Fly Studios. So, what was your initial reaction when you got the call that, hey guys, you want to make Ghostbusters?
Well, at Red Fly Studios, it was kind of a great story because we were just working on Mushroom Man. It was our first game, and we got the call from Terminal Reality, which our owners had worked with them before. And so we got the call, and they were like, "We really want you to do the Wii version of Ghostbusters." And we're like, "Oh, we can't do it. We just started Mushroom Man," but they sat down with us and they said, "Look, it's really important. We really want this to happen." And we came to our senses and we're like, okay, we just have to make this happen. It's too good of an opportunity to just let go. So we looked at it and we were like, what could we do? And so we sat down and we looked at different options, and we decided to kind of build it from the ground up. We would keep the same story, the same story obviously, because it was written by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, and it's a very integral part. And so we didn't want to lose that, obviously. So we kept that, and that was the one part that we kept for sure. And we kept a lot of the equipment as much as possible for the Wii, and we changed some equipment as well. But one thing we did change is we changed the visual art style. We wanted to focus on the strengths of the Wii, and that was one thing we thought that we could do really well on the Wii, is give it a more cartoony character look to the characters and to the world. Another thing that we have that's different is the controls. Obviously, we wanted to use the Wii controls as best as possible. So we do have some gesture-based controls for slamming ghosts around the world, and for throwing out your trap, or for shaking off slime if you get slimed by a ghost. But we don't overdo it. We don't want the game to be a waggle fest. A lot of Wii owners complain about that, and we understand that. I mean, we don't want the game to be annoying at all. We want it to be a lot of fun.
I had a question about the art style and the caricatures. Did any of the talent have any objections on how you portrayed them?
No, actually, it was they really liked the characters a lot. Dan Aykroyd, especially, he really got a kick out of his character. He's got a big chin, but they enjoyed it, and they understood that it just helps with the humor and bringing out the character. So no, they really enjoyed it. I mean, there might have been some back and forth a little bit, but not much. They really liked their character versions of themselves.
To me, it's like the co-op experience is something that's so natural to the Ghostbusters franchise. And can you tell us a little bit how it changes the gameplay when you're two? Is it easier? Is it more accessible?
Absolutely. Accessibility was key for this game. We wanted it to be able to, anyone to be able to pick up and play it, as well as scale and difficulty. So we did want to bring co-op in and make it so that when you play with a friend, it did make it easier. You're able to wrangle ghosts together and slam them together and help trap. You can throw a trap. You can revive each other if one of you goes down. If you get injured, the other rookie can run over and revive you, as well as the other Ghostbusters will help you out as well. So it does make it easier, but it also makes it more fun. It's just a lot more interactive, and you collaborate a lot more.
Do you have any favorite moment in the game that you can tell us about at this point?
Oh, there's a lot of favorite moments in the game. There's all kinds of great stuff. Really, seeing Stay Puft for the first time climbing up the building is really an epic moment, especially in co-op when you're able to take him down together. And it really is at the beginning of the game. Like it is really only the second level, and you're still learning how to use the proton pack and whatnot. But it really is a big epic moment, and you just kind of sets the pace for the rest of the game. So it just gets you started and starts the story off with a bang.
And he's such a perfect boss character as well.
He's a great mix of someone who's like epically huge and devastatingly powerful, but also he's a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He's just funny, he's just funny looking. So it was easy to put him in. And by the way, all the story, we do bring back some characters like Slimer and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and the Librarian, especially early on. But they make sense for the new story. They're not just there to throw them in. They actually make sense in a brand new story.
So with the change of publisher, you were afforded a little bit extra development time. How was that like for a developer, and what kind of things did you go back and reiterate?
Yeah, it was really great actually, having ATARI come in and pick us up. We really saw eye to eye on what we wanted for the game. And so in between though, when we had a little time, we got some time to reflect on the game and take a look at it. It was more or less at a finished state. And so we took a look at the game and we're like, what do we really want to do with the game now? That we kind of have some time to look at it. And so we just kind of came up with a list of lots of different great things we wanted to polish or fix. We didn't want to change things fundamentally. We thought we had a really great game and a really great story. We just wanted to sell it better and really make it as polished as possible. So Atari saw eye to eye with us on all the things that we wanted to do, and they just gave us the time to do it. So it was a wonderful opportunity.
Looking forward to catch some ghosts.
Absolutely. Busting makes me feel good.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.